Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 16 of our Wulfrik the Wanderer Mortal Empires campaign. In this episode, we are back here with Egil, and this is actually the second time I am going to be attempting to get this episode done. We made it all the way through to the end, hit the end record button, and then the video turned out corrupted. So, we're back once more, and actually we're going to go ahead and do things a little bit differently than I did the first time. We threw ourselves into this battle ready to have a epic fight for survival against Leif and all these other forces coming in, but what ended up happening is this cowardly cheese grater wielding fool. He waited until Bellacor's forces came on in, which I kind of expected, but then at that moment he let this group of Chosen take the front of the army, and then they stayed back and did not even do any fighting until Bellacor's armored core had gotten most of our other forces kind of bogged down, including these Gorbeast chariots, which are very obnoxious with that heavy armor. I was happy to fight them after they reinforced, but the Leif forces stayed back in the back and did absolutely nothing. So it was very un-Norscan-like of them, very cowardly. Hopefully Be'lakor is going to give them some whips for it. But since we are in a different timeline now, we should hopefully get to fight them mano a mano. If you want to come on and chase me, that sounds fine, but we're going to actually go ahead and pull back, retreat. Be'lakor's forces are a bit unfortunate. We need to kind of move back north and defeat Be'lakor himself before any kind of nonsense goes down with that. But let's go ahead and pull on back. The Legion of Chaos was destroyed, and they didn't actually move on us, which is really sad. Robsman clan was also wiped out, most likely by Throt. They're going to be hiding here in what is definitely some ruins. There's no rats in there. We Norskins don't believe in rats either. Yeah, so we need to figure out how to best deal with Be'lakor here. Now, Leif is going to try to do his best to avoid Egil.
I hear you.
Egil is almost where he gets himself a mammoth. What I would kind of like to do... a way to get around and attack and to finish off the Vanaheimlings. Because Morkar up here is going to do the chaos thing and recruit more soldiers on a whim. If I go into March stance, it puts me in a really, really bad situation. And if I go into ambush, chances are these guys don't do anything. Citadel of Lead is not very well defended. There is always the chance that they don't try to come after us. I think we try it though. Let's jump into an ambush. Gonna give it 45%. Can we increase that at all over here? 45%. Grassland. That's not very grassy. Lots of trees in your grassland. Interesting. Even over here in the marsh, we can't set up a proper ambush in the marsh. Listen, dudes, just cover yourselves in leaves and mud and wait for them to roll by. And we'll just ambush, see if we get them to move on over into a bad position. And then we gotta keep Carl recruiting more forces. We have a bit O positive coming on in. What do we really want to use for him? I think the Marauder Ice Wolf chariots will actually be better now that I have some lads that can stand in the way. Kind of cause some problems. But also we could come in here and grab some Ice Trolls, which would probably do even more damage to those chariots. And their armor piercing as well. These guys only have armor piercing on their missile strength. That was where I was probably giving them more credit than they were due. They've got not much at all on that weapon strength. That's unfortunate for chariots to not have any kind of armor piercing. Makes them way less fun to use. So instead we're going to go for trolls, since they're kind of chariots with a bit more oomph. And then we'll give him also some spear marauders to help bog down any of the nonsensical soldiers. And then we'll see about recruiting in some guys from scaling. Psych. We cannot afford any guys from scaling. Fair enough. Let's swing on back over to our main armies then. Get some wins under our belt. We have lost far too many. Had too many setbacks on the Be'lakor war front. Woundmaker we'll grab. 5% more weapon strength there. And I think it's time to bring down Kislev. I thought that Thorina was already recruiting, but maybe she only had enough gold for a single unit of Streltsy there. All of the buildings in Kislev are already damaged, so... how much will we get for sacking the settlement? 24,000. Hot diggity, that sounds great. One more turn for our champions, come back in, and we really need to try to keep them alive going forward. Those champions getting knocked out are really, really slowing us down. Obviously, Olaf, you can't do much at Prague. Let's go ahead and throw yourselves into a raiding camp, so we don't have to pay for you as much. I'm happy to do some raiding outside of friendly territory. And then after Throg comes on in and attacks Kislev, then we will see just how much gold we have to do some upgrading. Alright, Serena. think we're going to have a close defeat, giving you a lot of credit. You do have these kind of garbage spearmen and these crossbows. Those are eating up precious garrison slots that you can be giving to your armored Kossars. Alright, Kislev. Haven't had a battle here in quite some time, not since our Throt campaign. And even then, I don't even think we actually had the battle because of how weak the army was. Alright, yeah, now they've got a proper citadel here to front. Let's do it. Bring down these walls. Alright, perfect. Let's get to finding the best place to attack the walls, and I know for a fact it is over here. Yeah, no, apologies if I sound a little bit tired. The losing an entire episode is always takes the wind out of me, but we are in and we're ready to kind of bring this army to heel. So let's gotta have all of our marauders up front where these are Humies as meat shields. They're happy to be here. Better to be meat shield than to be a barbecue, which is the only other option they get. Let's get these guys forward. Kind of give ourselves a little bit of a line. These towers are not maxed here, but they do shoot little lightning bolts that do pretty chunky damage to our unarmored Norskins. We'll throw the Marauder Berserkers in the back line here. These guys are going to send right through, and they're going to go up on the walls and start taking anyone off if they can. They are pretty deadly in a fight. They'll win against all of the Kislevite troops except for the Zargard, so we'll want to keep using them as such. They'll go all the way down. Make sure the missile troops are the only ones in guards mode. We'll have the Skin Wolves back here. We're going to use the Miststalkers how you would with Oxyotls Chameleon Skinks. We're going to bring them all the way over to this gate here. And since no one knows they're there, they're going to break on through and be a big old nuisance. We'll have the Hounds of Tashnar kind of out here in this field. Spread out the Tserena's forces. These true trolls need to be rolling with Throg since he'll be giving him Guardian. That extra bit of survivability is awesome. Throg there, the two Wolfkin up front. Professor Lupin and company, and then we'll grab the Skin Wolves, the Trolls, have them in one group. All of our Vanguard deployed units as well. We'll have the Marauder Horsemen back here, kind of in the back. They're really squishy, but they're very fast. We'll use them to be harassers once the battle gets started. Get it going. Throg and the Wolves get them right on into the fight. Like Death Frost is going down on our Skin Wolf. He should actually regenerate that just fine. We'll grab our infantry, send them forward. The lightning's coming on down. They're going to strike away at as many of our Skin Wolves as they can. Or our Trolls, even. These guys up and around. We'll have the Emir, who are invisible, move in to start tearing down those gatehouses. Frog, we need to speed you up just a little bit. And then we'll have our Berserkers, which are moving on forward. For a second there, so they can take those walls. We'll have them take the walls here and here. And then we'll have this group of Great Weapon Marauders taking the center. You guys come on over, just stand here and wait for the gates to go down. You guys can kind of wait over on this side. Oh, Skin Wolves are taking some damage. Marauder Horse Masters are getting destroyed. Pull them on away as well. Happy they were taking the hits over the Skin Wolves, though. Alright, they're over now. Bodies being blasted apart. Luckily, you get a free cauterization. Jim and Olaf here are no longer going to be removing. Alright, and then Javelins. Let's get you guys forward so you're not taking quite as much damage. Need to get through those gates. Frog is already in. Go ahead and smash these fools where they stand. Frog stand here and blast them with some nasty breath. Give him the Wilt Chamberlain Super Slam. Send the other Norscan Ice Trolls after the Zargard here with Frog. Okay, give him a little blast. A little bit late, though. A wee bit late. Bring the Marauder Horse Masters over a smidge. And we'll have the Beasts of Tashnar going all the way around to help out with the Famir. Alright, Throg, there is a Tserena in the middle of there. Go ahead and activate the Winter Crown. No real reason as other way than just to do it. Alright, we'll have as many of you throw those javelins over the wall into these winged lances. And you guys do the same on the Tserena. Throg is beating the brakes off of her, unfortunately for her bear friend there. Looks like there are a whole heap of Streltsy in the way. We'll charge them in first, and actually we'll have these hounds coming on through. See if they can't get into a fight with these Kossars. Bear canter in. Bring the Marauder Horsemasters back just a bit. Marauders are getting smushed on the wall. They're blasting us apart with those laser towers there. 3 Zargard on a single unit of Berserkers. They are going to lose that fight pretty hard. Did a really good job of concentrating our forces down. Serena herself is gone, though. Let's go ahead and blast some more copious vomit all over this group of armored Kossars here. All of the Serena is a really bad deal for them. Okay. Put those trolls down together. You come on over and help out Throg. Oh, Throg didn't actually click you. There we go. Man, the Humies are getting slaughtered on the walls. Just absolutely destroyed outside. The Thamir are through their gates. Let's bring them in and claim some points. These Tashnar are in a melee fight. Don't really want that. Pull you through. Stop these spearmen outside. Come on over and help out Throg. They kept all of their important targets up on top of the walls, so they're going to be blasting down on us the entire time there. Luckily, it's just Marauders we've lost. Speaking of, we'll send the Marauders into these spearmen and bring the trolls back over with Throg. Stop us from being shot in the back by these armored Kossars, too. Spines are all over the floor. Gonna have to pick that thing up and keep fighting. Bring Throg away a little bit so we can get his charge bonus once more. On these crossbows over here, we got a lot of our own lads in the way. Oh, those are just Kossars. Give them smash to get out of their way. There we go. The hounds are ripping through the Kossar spears. That point falls to us. You're losing a lot of lads, though. Right, bring yourselves down into the fight. Looks like all of the Zargard are working together. Bring you away from the fight so we can charge you back in. That pretty strong charge bonus rolling. Trolls getting bogged down a little bit. Let's pull them back and start chopping on these armored Kossars here. Marauders are holding back the storm of spearmen, who also luckily brought their red pants and shirts. Look at them. Thoughtful. Well, my will is to have you guys come on in here and charge down these Kossars with spears. They won't be expecting it. Position's about to fall to us. Sad that we didn't have our Famir fighting that whole time, but was necessary. Pull Throg away just for a moment so I can hit him with some copious vomit. Alright, turn and blast that into the Zargard. Trolls come on over. Should have them about broken. I just set them up top here so they get away from the units and we can charge them back down. I thought he'd already used his ability. Turns out no. Wulfrik is in the middle of all those spearmen. Ripping and tearing where he can. Bring Throg out once more there. Probably should have him go deal with the Boyar. Trolls just smashed on in though. Alright, those Kislevites are getting beat. Oh, they threw in the trap there last second, so the big Hounds of Tashnar are gonna have to... Why would you run away from it? You've already taken the damage, fools. And if Fire and Blood has popped, we have pretty much defeated them, but they're going to give us as much damage as they can before they go. A nasty battle, but all of the Empire soldiers did absolutely nothing. Hopefully we get to keep our Berserker units there that are almost fallen. Who is still fighting? The single Boyar to the last breath. We will take our time slaughtering the Kislevites, but that is a worthy battle. Pyrrhic victory it calls it. We did end up losing our Marauder Hunters, but the humans fell, and that is fine by us. We can always replace them. Always more besides. All of the Kislevites have fallen. We gained 6,000 just for the win, and now we gain 24,000 more for the defeat of Kislev. Throg gains frostbite attacks, which I believe he already had, and causes terror when fighting against Kislev. Which, if we decide to claim this settlement, I think they only have Fort Yakova down here in the south left. They have the motherland going, so if we stayed here, we would take some attrition. Let's go ahead and give you Route Marcher for now. Come on over to Hela Zikrakon-sun. We'll give you a bit more damage. We'll give you health. The tanky one is being tanky. And then we could leave Kislev here, but because... yeah, this Wood Elf army will immediately come up and claim it since they're already weakened. We need to take Kislev so that we have access to the research without having to fight a whole army of trees. I foresee our Norskins performing so very horribly in a battle against the Wood Elves. Incredibly low armor. Alright, let's try not to eat too many enemies. We'll get too slow. We have up to 50% replenishment there. So how much do you have? Oh, Wulfrik has no extra. Okay, so we'll give him the Norse Resilience then. Give ourselves a bit more replenishment rate. Yeah, he's just got 5% now. He can get up to a 50% max. Perfect. We ended up losing one of our hunters. We could gain more. We could just go for some more trolls. Which, I'm tempted to go for just some more trolls. We will hold off on Throg. His army is doing fine. And especially since we just defeated Kislev, we'll go ahead and repair. Throw in the Bloody Bulwark as well as the loot pile for growth. It does have the Cultist Camp of Furs, which give us a little bit of income, some furs production, and then more melee attack and strength for Berserkers. We will go for that in due time. For now, we'll get the growth and additional post-battle loot and everywhere around here. 28,000 gold to work with. Love to see it. I think I want walls everywhere we can. So Alexandrinov 100% needs walls. We will also upgrade the raiding port there for a bit of gold. Double what we're making. We'll go ahead and upgrade the plunder hall for now. Sarl encampment could use a bit more. We could go for a fur stash, just kind of keep our passive income climbing. Chaos Shrine there at the Tower of Crack. Doom Keep could go up to a shamanic pyre. We are having no issues with control. We're just having issues with being overrun. Let's go ahead and give you some more soldiers. Skin wolves are nice. They've got bonus V large, but they don't have any armor piercing. Let's go for more ice trolls. Then we can go for even some more lads over here. We've got 2 spearmen going in. We can go for ice wolves, which are a little bit faster. That's some decent weapon strength. They're kind of like flesh hounds, just obviously not as good. Well, Carl, I'd also like to get you some Ice Wolf chariots and actually have them perform well. Let's go for the chariots. We'll have a pretty nasty army if we can make it work. We need some more allies. And actually, speaking of allies, scaling. We have been such good friends for so long.
What?
You would like to join us. Look at that. Who would have thought?
Then. Are you after a drink? A fist fight?
We're after your lands.
Both?
Good, our gods visit upon us, and many blessings this night. A sign that they are in favor of this. The blessings they give you.
The Fecundite.
Fecondites would like a non-aggression pact,
Embrace
and they'll give me gold for it.
and you have
Move it up in the world.
Despoilers come.
This will probably make lots of lads around us angry, because we did confederate up with a other faction, but I think that's one of the last remaining unvassalized Norscan factions. We're going to lose our own outpost, which is a wee bit sad. But we now have all of this extra land. And we have Cormac Bernhardsson, whose beard game is great. He's got an excellent beard. Big ol' axe. Bernhard, what skills are you rolling with? Looks like just the voice of the dark gods for now. So he's a very shouty fella. Alright, Bernhard, we'll give you the Gleaming Pendant and the Scarecrow Banner. Because of course we will. I think a Mammoth Tamer. A Mutant sounds really good for Eggle.
Immediately.
Because he has so many enemies nearby, this drops their leadership by 4. That's pretty incredible. Let's get rid of the Slave Worker, I believe. Recruitment cost for Giants, Mammoths, and Frostworms. Never mind, we'll get rid of that guy. Mutant it is. Well done, Eggle. 18,000 more gold to roll with.
Dominate.
I think we should spend it well. Down here at our newly claimed territories, we'll go ahead and destroy this Ruinous Kiln. They've done a lot of upgrading. Luckily, they've got tier 3 ports everywhere. Go to the Ice Troll layer here. And probably the Slave Pit as well, so we get the iron in. Keep the Offering of War in, because I didn't actually want to build one of these, but I'm happy to have one where one already exists. So where's that? Altar of Crimson? Army's in province. So I think he's in the province as long as he's in any of these 3 settlements. So we'll go for Marauders to Builders to get growth a little higher. This gives us more capacity for Werekin, but I think we are already well over. Now we're at 5 of 4 now. Well, we get a new one. Awesome to hear. Where at? Oh, Torvig. Hello. He is only rank 1, Torvig. Alright, well, let's bring you over to join the army with Cormac. So we'll have to, because we don't want him to do anything goofy, the AI will always take the land route to try to get you to your position, even if the sea route's faster. So we want to have to get in there close and actually give them a position. So Bernhard will keep you here at Altar of Crimson. Like to move him down towards Pack Ice Bay, though.
Overrun the world.
As long as we go in here close, pull them out. You should actually listen. If you actually try to give the order over here, they would go all the way around, or all around on the land route instead.
No delay.
No delay instead. We'll use the
By the serpent.
Wolf ship to get up to the coast as quick as we can. Now we need to kind of upgrade the outlier area as best we can. We throw in better walls there, but those haven't been attacked in a while. The fall of the Demons of Chaos, though, is a bit concerning. We now have the gold to settle Yedich, which I think we will.
No delay. You have
So we have to worry about rats coming in behind us and colonizing these ruins. Perfect. The Oblast has been
War unceasing.
secured there. We'll go ahead and go for, I think, raise the Palisades. Maybe not. Nah, we'll go for Marauders to Builders. There's no real enemies nearby. Novchazi needs some walls. And as far as the rest of our settlements go, Erengrad go up to tier 3. We definitely will. Wrecker's Point has some interesting buildings. We'll go ahead and delete both of these. Upgrade the Longship Builder, perhaps. This is over here above Marienburg, which has been taken out by Kazrak. Go ahead and destroy the smithy and the Raiders camp here as well. We'll leave the Beast Tamer in. Upgrade the
Slaughter the
port there. As far as everything else goes, I think we'll just go ahead and upgrade the Sarl encampment. That wall's up to tier 3. We've got a little bit of gold left. We're about to have a pretty nasty deficit to our income because of all the soldiers we're recruiting over in. They're all pretty costly lads. We have a bunch of gold coming back, and then we should hopefully be able to kick off another fight with maybe the Greenskins or even maybe the Tree People. We will have to figure that one out. Eggle hasn't been moving. Oh yeah, they didn't go for him in the ambush, not even a little bit. Fair enough. Okay, so we'll keep you in ambush stance, and I still will pass you maybe over to the other side of it. See if we can't catch them tripping.
Your demise is certain.
I doubt it. River Urksea, we'll go ahead and... or Urskoy. Go ahead and have the Marauders to Builders here as well. And in the turn. When we caught Roth the Lustful, he was foolish. Mush. We lost almost no one. We will go ahead and kill these captives because you usually actually get some decent ancillaries for it. Usually. Lorelorn has been burned to the ground. This eagle hit the ground a little hard. And the wild hunt begins, so Orion's gonna go out and start being real angry. Fair enough. Well, we managed to slay Roth, not the other army that I wanted to. Be'lakor is almost back up to a full army. Good grief. Fighting against Chaos is a nightmare. Egil is thankfully on himself a Memoth now. We should be doing good work. Let's go ahead and give you... Probably come over here and grab the Icy Wrath, because we have the Chariots all at rank 7 or above. Gives them more melee attack, weapon strength, and charge bonus. Yep, 147. Your weapon strength actually didn't change, so that's kind of interesting. 12% more, that's 0% more, guys. Looks like Leif is going around the other side.
No!
He knew we were in ambush stance. Interesting, interesting. Let me go buy this guy here.
All the way.
I'll have to run right past Morcar. Problem is, we could get attacked by him in march stance.
Madness!
Both.
No!
I think we would win.
A step too far.
Man, is that sketchy.
Uncontrollable.
Be'lakor can easily hit the Citadel of Lead.
Not your shadow.
Maybe we try to catch Be'lakor tripping. Not my shadow, indeed. I'm tired of you already.
The eagle guides me.
Alright, Egil, you on your mammoth should at least be a lot scarier to Be'lakor. He'll still win in a one-on-one, but
Worthy.
you have more weapon strength at least now, which isn't everything. Keep you in an ambush, try to catch Leif tripping, and then we'll have Carl come on down here and crush Trollfjord. Let's not go into march stance, that would be so dumb. Until we know what's going on, and then we go into march stance. Alright, things are completely safe. The battle. Goals for the skull throne, and they do a little sing-song voice. Alright, Wulfrik, you are finally back in action, and I'm excited. You're still missing a single unit there, which makes me frown a little bit, but we'll get to getting you some more mammoths, don't you worry, sir. For now, though, we'll leave you as is. We may just give him another hero to make up for it. One of the Werekin. Can't afford one for now, but we can pull one out of Throg's army. He has the two. Doesn't quite need them. Grab the armor-based one and bring them up to join Wulfrik. I'm tempted to just break our agreement with Throt. I declare war on you, it's still at 4 turns. His allies are the Bone Rattlers.
To change you.
I cannot tell you how much I do not want to turn my back on Throt.
Let's fight.
We're gonna upgrade the trophies of battle. Let's come on down and do some raiding in... See how much we can raid from the Tree Elves. 101. That is just an outpost. Come on through then and threaten to finish off Fort Yakova. Oh, Dalsith is dealing with this place. It's a bunch of bats you got there, bud. Dalsith might be Batman. You don't need to know. Olaf. Man. Okay, so there are still some Kislevites in the north left. I think it's time to give you some gifts.
Have a proposal, yes?
Yes, I do.
I do so hate murderous.
How about
rage before
we
lunch.
get a non-aggression pact and you... Excuse me? -1 1.7 equals 10,000 gold in what world? How about... Who do you war with? If I join your war with the All-Seeing Eye, what happens? Does the All-Seeing Eye then immediately come across the river to attack me? I'm not paying you 10,000. I'll give you a gift, though. Try to find a way to make this gift work out how I want it to. So we'll do payments, offer payment, 1,000. Take it off like that. We'll offer it as a gift, and then they should accept it.
I am pleased.
Your souls I want. I'm not giving you souls. Gift sounds good. Oh, maybe he doesn't like gifts. Alright then. More wasted money thrown at the Chaos Lords there. Olaf, good sir. Time to start taking from the peasants.
Yes.
We can jump into a raiding camp, kind of pull onto this side of Volkstrad. We are fairly friendly with the rats of Clan Ferrex, so we shouldn't have to worry. We'll bring Wulfrik over here to claim Fort Stroghoff. Unless they already have themselves. We'll jump into just raiding stance and move on over. Gain us a little bit more winds of magic for our Bale Fiend, too. Go ahead and put better walls in there at the lair of the Troll King. Zoe Shank could go to a higher level. Throw in the Plunder Hall here. More Marauder Chieftains would be nice. Our supply lines are pretty bad, though, compared to Chaos's no supply lines. We need to recruit the mages in at the Naglfari Plain. So we need some more Shaman Sorcerers. We need one of Metal. Got Phlegmatic or Sneaky. Fleet-Footed or Cunning. Fleet-Footed is really good. Sanguine or Diabolic Splendor. Well, even though I wanted a Metal Mage, let's grab Aslog of Stigheim here.
Harbinger of war.
You've got an unfortunate name there, bud. And then we'll grab... We didn't need to recruit him in at Naglfari. He can come that direction. And then we'll have the other one at the Grayling Moot joining up with that army over there. Probably prefer a Sorcerer of Death. We'll go for the Sanguine one. Help fight Belikorov. Maybe more. Now we're bringing Tar of the Hung.
A battle is foreseen.
Oh, Tar the Whispery. Tar the Quiet.
Tribesmen, gather.
Cormac, your army is pretty awesome looking. You've got yourself some trolls and a mammoth. You already know what's up.
Agreement.
There's all sorts of burned to the ground settlements over there. I'd love to claim Gorsel, but it's being held by the foolish goats. And actually, the Barrel Legion has been laying waste to Bretonia. We're definitely going to have to be dealing with them soon. We want to have a secondary force attacking Leif from this other side here. Maybe. I think for now, though, we can kind of keep moving forward and taking a peek at these sea corpses. I think unless they are fielding something really nasty, we should be able to fight them with what we currently have.
What?
So, for Pack Ice Bay, we need some more walls. We'll throw in the Iron Mine here. We don't quite have the gold for the walls. Definitely going to need it. Nordland is right across the way there, and they probably don't like us so much. All of our treaties with scaling. They're definitely going to see us as weak after retreating on away. Pack Ice Bay has our Iron Mine, though, so we'll give it the walls. And move from there.
What?
Alright. Looking pretty good. Take a quick look at our diplomacy.
Bring ruin. Marauders all.
Giving him the gift we should have remembered from before. Doesn't do anything for
Your will.
Sigvald. We'll take military access for Festus there. As Norskins, we do actually benefit from whatever... Great experiment, huh? We do benefit from whatever corruption does come on our land, so I believe the Nurgle corruption does give us growth. I believe. Growth and replenishment rate. We do still suffer from plague, though, so that'll be a little bit unfortunate. Those are just gifts from grandfather.
Let's talk terms. But with any disagreements, there'll be a challenge.
Oh, is it time for a war again? It is. Oh, Clan Moulder, I'm so excited. And then they immediately attack the World Walkers, giving us a valiant defeat, huh? I mean, he is fielding some mutant rat ogres. He's got 4 of them. 1 brood horror. A couple deathglowed bombs, but everything else is not really too much of a problem. Yeah, bring it on, rat. Right then. While this is not Wulfrik, good news is he should soon have himself a mammoth. What we'll do is we'll pull on back and wait for our reinforcements to show up. While there's not a ton of them, I prefer they be here before the battle begins in earnest, so we'll throw all of the lads over here in the woods. Like so. I'm happy with to have some of them being visible, but not all. We'll have spearmen out of behind. make it very visible, very difficult to keep visibility on the battle, but they'll stay alive easier against the rats' large soldiers and any kind of throwing attacks.
Yes, chieftain.
We'll go ahead and throw the javelins, though, in this position. Hidden, of course, for some shenanigans. The rats are going to all stream it this way and then get attacked by the javelins from behind. We'll have all the skin wolves out front since they should be faster than those mutant ogres. They should win a 1v1 against a mutant ogre. They'll lose a couple wolves, but overall they should win the fight. Our frostworm is going to be very useful. We'll keep you up front to protect that group. You're just going to stand out in front and be scary. Skin wolves, single entities, battle begin. Alright, Cold Warrior, let's kind of keep you out front. As a scout, a lot of them are hiding behind this bit of terrain here. I would say the Deathglow bombs are also probably its scariest unit. And there you're having a great time. A chieftain on a bone crusher coming on over. Several other mutant rat ogres as well. Bring it. We are not afeard of you. Send the skin wolves forward. See if we can draw ahead any of their more dangerous units. Wouldn't mind getting you ahead and blasting those storm vermin with some chaotic ice breath.
Chaos Marauders!
Calgakill, you keep waiting in the wings there. That brood horror should be an easy bring down for you.
Show the
If we can't lure it a little bit closer. Alright, some rats are coming out of the trees there. Go ahead and pull you guys back. Pull you back as well. Let's bring the werewolf out to slay the brood horror. Yep, he's definitely a little bit too far forward.
Your will!
Ready to
Oh, where are you going?
Positioning.
He knows he's too far forward now. Alright, Cold Voider, there's Skaven slaves all over. Let's go ahead and pull you past.
Prepare to ruin.
Oh, I just turned around after I had stopped the attack order. Fair enough, they'll come get you now, don't worry. Death globes are going down. We'll go ahead and not land. That'd be a big old mistake. Just blast some ice breath in there. Flop. Then fly right over the top. Otherwise, you will get destroyed. Alright, a whole heap of baddies coming on in and fighting the one group. Bring your guys in, start throwing those javelins at Rot there. Get you away from that fight. All of my main team, lock them up, send them into the battle. Have these two skin wolves coming on away. You go get this group of gutter runners. Go ahead and slam on in from the back here and scare off these warp grinders. Pull you on away.
With speed.
Yeah, unfortunately, Throt has the ability to give his guys extra bonus versus large, so we're going to pull these skin wolves away. Send these lads on over, help them fight.
Chaos Marauders!
Yeah, they are retreating on away. Bit unfortunate. Bring these mutant rat ogres down.
Attack the mortar!
Pull the Cold Voider on out. Oh, the earthquake's going down. The poison wind has started blasting away into the Cold Voider as well, which is really not good.
Shields up.
Bring you on
now.
around. Skin wolves who are fighting. Let's get out of the fights with the individuals and go hunt down the different bombardier units. Take a little bit of damage on the way in there, but not over yet. Definitely need to deal with the poison wind globes and everything else. Mutant rat ogre caught our lord. Definitely don't want that. Let's get on away from there. Skin wolves are being obliterated. Poor lads in the woods there.
Faster! Lord!
Interesting, they decided to run up top.
It's our time! They will succumb!
The champions of the rats there are bullying our poor fools.
Maneuvering!
Go ahead and charge into those gutter runners.
Yes!
Slam yourselves into that group as well. Start throwing those axes. We've completely surrounded guys on the wrong side there. Let's go get some help for the... Keep you moving around. We'll try to get you some heals. Bring the Cold Voider back. Standing over the top. Somehow we got a couple of these Poison Wind Globes actually coming back to fight. Get our Lord and hunt that group down. They take even a single hit from the Poison Globes, they're going to be running for their lives. Lord, hold in there. You guys just start throwing those axes. Pull on away. Could quickly scare off the Poison Wind Globes. But the Brood Horde, they're all moving over to intercept
Leader
though.
of savages!
Pull back!
And it's not fast enough, gets double slammed. We are not going to win this battle if we're not careful.
Quickly now!
My dragon is fleeing
On your
again.
mark.
And the rats are holding in there with that leadership.
Bring us to party! Retreat! Forget us!
Keep these guys surrounded. Somehow they have not brought down that mutant ogre, which is
Now is our
just
time.
the worst.
Bring us to
Bring you guys out of that fight.
Eat your souls! Chaos comes! Yes! Attack the
Keep that mutant rat ogre fleeing.
Chaos marauders!
He's bogged down in some units you can't beat. Yeah, pretty pathetic showing
Bring us
from
to carnage!
myself once more here.
Get them! Kill them all! My God's call!
Our Lord falls.
Yeah! That's what the Masters meant! All will be despoiled!
Yeah, this guy's got beat down by a single mutant rat
That's
ogre.
what the Masters
That's
meant!
abysmal. Expected a little bit more from the bonus V-Large that my lads were wielding. Pull them on away from the gutter runners. Somehow this group of death globes is still fighting. Get on in there and give them a hug. A lot of units that are not all together. If we can kind of get these dudes centralized here.
We want their eyes! The gods demand it!
Charge on in those storm vermin.
Faster!
Stand there and get slain. That works too. Alright, let's see if we can do some regenerating. We'll kind of run around for a bit.
Order the drive!
We really need to get in on the fight
The dark
right away.
gods command me!
Not what I meant to do. Game, no. Get back in it. Hero is breaking and running once more. See if we can't bring down this mutant ogre. We're not going to kill Throt. He is going to be far too tanky.
Retreat!
We're going to do as much damage as we can, though.
Chaos marauders!
This was definitely winnable.
Yes,
Couple
Lord!
micro mistakes, that's all it takes.
Attack the mortals!
Pull the skin wolves on back since they're bogged down in storm vermin.
Attack the mortals!
Ah, there goes the mass rout. We're losing everyone. The control goes, and we are defeated. And unfortunately, we have ourselves another defeat. Hopefully we get to flow back and do a bit of replenishing, but we lost one of our skin wolves, our lord, and several of your units were marauders there. These skin wolves all survive, as well as the cold voider, thankfully, but unfortunate yet again. Oh, and then he just decides to move on in and attack. I think that's a valiant defeat here. Well, I think we have one more battle to fight. Let's get to it. Right then, our reinforcements are arriving in 2 minutes. That 2-minute timer is as goofy as it comes.
Chaos marauders!
Keep assault for this episode. We'll go ahead and pull our lads over on this side. And of course, the AI doesn't have to worry about having any penalties to its reliability. Why would they? Alright, there we go. Something a bit like that. We're gonna drag the boys over to the side here where our reinforcements are showing up. And we are definitely not going to be doing anything with the Cold Voider except for trying to hang back and blast fools with some ice. Speed it up as they come on over. Still going to play incredibly cautiously even though he has advantage. Pull our quote-unquote Lord back. We'll want to keep them well away from Throt. In fact, we'll send those guys out front to kind of bog down any of Throt's abilities. And Wolves will jump on that group of clan rats pretty quickly there. Stay well away from the Brood Horror. The Bone Crusher's moving in front. It really does feel like they can hear me. Every time I say we're going to attack Throt first, he goes and hides. Bring him down. He's just going to run right through the line then? Okay. Completely ignoring the battle at hand. Runs right through the line. Here comes Throt as well. Cold Voider, let's bring you back over. All Skaven slaves. Only brought these guys all the way around. Lovely. They actually land those hits even though he's completely off to the side. Okay, well, we're going to lose the Cold Voider now. Should have just chosen to give him the attack order. Should land to scare them off. Let's pull them on away. Here comes our reinforcements.
Chaos Marauders!
Please just stand there in guard mode and just start throwing the axes. Do not move.
Quick! Yes! Get them!
Cold Voider has been slain. You hunt down the gutter runners, though. The Dreadquake is doing... Is it doing any damage to their team at all? No, it looks like they can just walk in and use those Earthquake things. And win like that. Big unfortunate.
Take it, Southerner! Chaos Marauders!
Yeah, I don't see any damage going down on them for it.
Pull back!
Huh. Okay, I could have sworn that's supposed to do friendly fire damage, but if it doesn't, that's really good to know. We'll speed this up. This is a foregone conclusion. And a second embarrassing defeat for our Norskins. Alright, Throt. This treachery shall not be forgotten. We get it. Leave me alone. Yeah, no, we learned our lesson. The Pestilence scheme has been performed, so they got themselves a Plague Priest just to cause problems. Yeah, no, the lesson has been learned. You will burn for what you've done. But for now, I am out of time for today. I have been at Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the light god, sub for the sub, and I will see you all in the next one.